What's up, everybody? It's your boy Flexible Bulls back again with another reaction video. Look, so I'm actually just texting some friends I have in this fantasy league here, um, and I just learned how to. I just learned. Shout out my friend Mike. We're arguing about the Knicks Eagles thing right now, but he taught me how to actually play ESPN fantasy basketball. Because we did this in high school. I won it, by the way, in high school, but I didn't know how the scoring worked and how like each day and how like the totals were added up when you have certain matchups. So and my friend just texted me like, wait, how do we play this? I don't understand. So I'm gonna make a video with do the best I can to help you guys understand how to play ESPN fantasy basketball, specifically in the WNBA, which is starting right now. Okay, here we go. So we're looking at my matchup. We got my roommate versus me, Fugsy Boodles Funky team. So yesterday, my roommate Travis had Enrique and Citron playing. These three other people he did have playing yesterday, but they were all out, so he didn't actually have to move them to the bench. But what happened was, so with these two players, he had 44 points. That was his total of the day. That was his total points of the first day of opening day of games. Me, I had all these people playing. I made sure anyone I had playing yesterday was starting in my lineup, and I had a total of 71 points. People didn't play. One person barely played it. I had to drop Nas Hillman. Sorry. Lee Edwards is out for 2 weeks, apparently. Who knew? But yeah, so I had De'Erica Hamby and Courtney Williams. They ended with 71 points. So Travis's 44 points to my 71 points is the total of the day. I won this day technically because I had more points. And what happens at the end of the week? At the end of the week, it's going to add the total up of each day, and whoever has the most points at the end of the entire, what is it, 7 days, wins that matchup. So what you really want to do is each day you want to check at the start of the day and just make sure you either have someone on your roster, say if they're on their bench, move them to the starting lineup so you get the maximum amount of points each day is what you want to do. So like Travis has it right now. He has his three people playing today, which is great. And then I have all my people playing today in this league as well. So again, I want to make sure I have anyone. I don't want people on my bench who are playing games today because they could get points that can be added to your final total, if that makes sense. Because I want to get the maximum points each day possible. So say it was 40, 70, he got 40 all these days, and I got 70 points exactly every day. I would have more points because I had more points at the end of each day. So again, and the thing too, like I just said in my I added Kalani Brown to this league because I dropped Nas Hillman, which I'll talk about in the other video, for the Atlanta Dream because she was on a reserve role. Playing after they've gotten Bree Jones and Brittany Griner. So I made a switch this morning. I was adding and dropping a player because I knew I needed someone who was going to actually contribute and get more points. So that's why I went to the waivers or the players and went to add players for it and just looked at free agents. So I get, truthfully, if you're like, it's a lot of work because obviously the players on here who, I mean, the good players like are obviously already on teams, but you can definitely find people in the waiver wire and just sitting on rosters. Like Emily Engstler is probably, she had 13 points yesterday. She actually had a good game. She'd be a solid pickup to get. Like if you're just in between people, like Mike dropped Kate Martin, like, you know, she'd be a good if she turns up. I have her as most improved. Didn't do much. Apparently she has a hand injury, but you know, you can pick these people up. So if you want to check every day, I guess you could technically wake up and say, like, oh, I'm just going to try and fill the roster and get the most amount of people playing so I get the most amount of points. But everyone's going to see you doing that, and you might not be able to and see how there's waivers now. Like, you can't get this player till Monday, it says. So you have to wait till people, and there's a higher waiver order and stuff. So you kind of, you know, it might, at least in my opinion, I always get attached to my team as well. I'm like, I want to keep my team because I know these players are good, and even if they don't have a game this day and my opponent has more people playing, like I'll lose that day, which is fine. But again, I'm allowed to lose a day or two because I have an extra, 30 or so points from the day before. So you kind of have to play around with it. I think the main thing is just making sure that each day, each morning, you are just putting in players in your starting lineup who are actually going to play that day. Because you just want the most points at the end of the day. Who has the most points at the end. So even though, like I was just playing in my other league, I was playing someone who had Nafisa Collier. She popped off. She had 34 points. I just made another video for that opening day game. She popped off for that game. But say then the next day, then tomorrow. So I think my opponent in the other league ended with like 100 points, and I only had like maybe 80 or something. So even though he won that day, say tomorrow or today, I guess, there's 4 other games, and I have more players than he does playing. I'm probably going to get more points than him today. So it's going to go back and forth. Again, you just want, at the end of however many days this is, it looks like 10 days. Dang. At the end of 10 days, we're going to see just who has scored the most points at the end of, each day. So I hope that helps kind of explain how ESPN fantasy basketball works. Like I said, in terms of adding and dropping players, if you have injuries, I definitely, and like I had to make a decision about Leah Edwards. I might put her on IR, honestly, for my other league because she's out for 2 weeks, it says. So I feel like I need to put her and just pick up somebody who's actually going to be playing minutes right now. So I honestly should do that today. Why don't we just do that together? Why the heck not? Why the heck not? We can do it right now. So how about this? How do I move somebody? We're learning this together. Not dropping. Can I not put on IR? How do I add? Manage IR. Yes. So I'm gonna put. So I'm gonna put. So she's not gonna be playing for 2 weeks. That's a long time, and I need points every day. I need points every day. So I'm gonna leave her on IR for right now. Kayla McBride is out for personal reasons. So, I'm gonna leave that as it is. But I'm gonna pick up a player, who is ideally playing today. Is Cheyenne Parker 8:15? Oh, dang! All right, we're not getting her. Lexi Hall. I need some. I can't. Diana Taurasi, she's retired. Brianna Turner. I want someone at the 1 o'clock game. So I'm going to pick up, unless there's someone Kitley's not playing. Tiffany Mitchell will probably play a good amount. Will she, though? 6. I feel Nyaro Sabali. I don't even know why I'm even taking this so long with this. Sabali I need a Sabali on my team. I need the Sabali sisters playing today. Who am I kidding? Now I got the Sabali sisters playing today. So so again, I did that because she's gonna be out for 2 weeks, and I'm trying to maximize the amount of points that I'm getting today, so I can hopefully win this day as well to go to my overall total, to have the most points at the end of these 10 days. Again, I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have a fantasy WNBA league, who you got on your team, what you're excited about. If you can come up with some funny team names for me for my team, that'd be great. Like who we got? This is Travis Town team, Fugsy's funky team. Want to be Ellie when I grow up. Ellie, the Liberty mascot, if you don't know, is iconic. So that's a great name. And Big Girls Don't Kawhi. This is funny. It's a funny pun, but Kawhi Leonard is a MNBA player, if you will. Speaking of MNBA, we have WNBA over MNBA. That's always funny when people say MNBA. Holly Rowe, your boat, great. Holly Rowe is a icon, truthfully, in the announcing reporting world. So we love Holly Rowe. The Beckoning is my favorite name, truthfully. I think that's very clever. No Paige Beckers on the team, but the name is good enough, or I think it's fine. Sunnyside Sunshine has nothing to do with WNBA. It's fine, but it's whatever. Welcome to the W, Washburn. This is actually very clever. Name. His last name's Washburn. And welcome to the W. That's actually, wow, I'm pretty impressed as well. That's number 2, I think. In team names. Then Becker's Wild Wings. That's great, and that's a solid name too. Buffalo Wild Becker's Wild. That's solid too. So let me know if you guys have funny names. Type them in the chat or in the comments. I'd love to see them. But yeah, WNBA fantasy. I thought I'd record this. Hopefully it made it a little easier for you guys to understand. I just learned it yesterday from a friend, so we're learning it together. We're going through it together. But let me know what you think. Comment in the video, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate y'all so very much. This is a fantasy check-in. We can do these again later if you like these quick hitters. That's all I got, Boodle Gang. See ya.